Hello, it's Keith here from AMS Publishing. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to take a look at a brand new Facebook ads research tool called Dark Post Engine. And what it is, it's really two tools in one. And it's cloud-based, so there's no download. And what it's going to do is really kind of solve two of the major problems that most Facebook advertisers are encountering. The first one being, how do I do the research to find out which ads convert the best, in my niche? What Ad Post Engine will do, as you'll notice, there's two different ones. There's Top Post Engine and Ad Post Engine. What Ad Post Engine is going to do is go out and find and pull back and show you for the past 180 days all of the ads that a particular person has run, okay? It'll basically pull back all their copy, all their images, all their shares, the comments. It will pull back even the URL to the landing page that you lead them to, or that they're led to, for some sort of an opt-in. Now, second, what you're going to have is the Top Post Engine, which is also going to go out and find all the top posts, given to a certain person, like a digital marketer or whatever niche you're in. You can basically research all of the posts, and they'll show you, which ones were the highest converting, which ones got the most engagement. Now, most people will blame Facebook for that their ads don't work. In the end, it's all about you and your messaging, and it's really just not resonating with your target audience, and it's difficult to find that exact message, right? I mean, Facebook is just plummeted with ads and posts, and there's just so much information there. So it's very important that you hone your message, to fit your audience, to grab their attention. So what this is going to do is basically it's going to go out there, it's going to pull posts, it's going to pull ads, so that you can analyze what is working the best, okay? Now, a tool like that, like especially for the ad post engine, you really can't, there's no way to access ads once they're gone, right? You might see them on your mobile phone, you might see them on, your news feed on desktop, but once they're kind of done running, you really can't see them anymore, so there's really no way to research and kind of see, what others are doing in your industry. So what this does is it just goes out and grabs all those and gives it to you in a very sensible way, and I'll show you that, and how you can kind of utilize what's working for them and basically kind of copy what they're doing. Now, not literally copy, but use and use their messaging, use their imagery, at least get examples of those, so that you can add those to your own ads. And what that's going to do, you're going to achieve a much greater click-through rate and a higher relevancy score, which is going to drastically decrease your ad cost. Now, relevancy score, a lot of people probably really don't know a whole lot about. That is one of the major factors that Facebook uses to determine what they're going to charge you per click. The higher the relevancy score, the lower you're going to pay every time somebody interacts with that ad. And by doing this research and pulling back, different ads that have worked, you can see what everybody else is doing. What's your competition doing? You're literally kind of spying on the competition, and kind of using what's worked for them for you. So what we'll do is I think we'll just jump right in and take a look here at the dashboard. Again, it's a research tool, so the interface is very simple to use. You're going to have your home page here, which is going to give you a nice kind of quick start video. You're going to access your top post engine here, the ad post engine here. You can bookmark as well, so basically I'll show you how to use all this. You can basically save any of the ads that or posts that you like and would like to come back and revisit later, so that you can easily do your research at that in that manner. Now, also they give you dark post training. Now, there's one thing I want to say. This is the thing I really liked about this. This is pretty much a Facebook training course, included right with the software. So whether you're brand new to Facebook advertising, or have been advertising for a couple of years but just not having great success, I've been advertising on Facebook for a couple of years now, and I definitely pulled out a few nice gold nuggets out of the training that's offered here. So not only did they're going to show you, I believe it's the last two videos here, is how to use the Top Post Engine and the Ad Post Engine, you're actually getting Facebook training as well, all the way from how to set up your Facebook ads account, all the way up through targeting, through creating the ad, and then talking about this relevance score, which I strongly suggest that you watch these videos before getting started. So it's almost like getting a free course right with the software. So that was definitely a big bonus, and I took the time. I think it's about an hour and a half maybe of videos, to watch. Definitely worth the time. Okay. Okay, the other thing that they have is you're going to see Social Studio FX, which is actually one of the one-time offers, which I'm going to walk through and show you that as well. Just a quick overview of that. It's basically a drag-and-drop social media marketing graphics creator, and it's specifically designed for Facebook advertising. It has 200 pre-made templates, ability to layer, customize, create graphics. I'll walk you through it a little bit and show you what that's all about, as well as Facebook Ads Mastery, which is another one-time offer that is basically a much deeper dive into Facebook advertising. If you're wanting to go a bit deeper, and of course they have a knowledge base as well for anything, any questions you may have, and support, about Dark Post Engine. So let's go ahead and start out and take a look at the ad post engine. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do, and what you're going to see here, is you have the ability to basically, search the ads based on country, because folks will, obviously target one country, and there's a little bit more about that in Dark Post training too. So make sure you look at that about why it's important to really just, kind of hone in on one country. So you can choose that. You're going to enter a Facebook URL, page URL. You can sort by engagement and date, as well as ascending and descending. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Digital Marketer. Now there's, again, I'm going to kind of go back to the Dark Post training. He talks a little bit about the three main keywords you want to look for when trying to researching your target audience. One of those is being a brand. Okay, so what's the biggest brand in your niche? Digital Marketer is definitely one of those in the internet marketing space. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab that right there, copy it, paste it in, and search. Okay. All right. So as you're going to see, it's brought back all of the digital marketer ads. Now, again, like I said, you could sort by the most recent or by the engagement. Right now, I'm looking for really the engagement. What was the most engaging ad that they've run, and you'll see that that's up here. It was back in May. It had 10,000 likes, over 1,400 shares, and 107 comments. All right, and this particular one is about Amy Porterfield. They were doing an interview with her. Okay, so there's a couple things that we want to look at in this research. Now, the one thing you got to understand is that you can't find this information anywhere. Once an ad runs and it stops, it's gone. There's really no way for you, the consumer, to kind of do that research and find these ads, especially all kind of narrowed down to one category or one niche. So it's pretty powerful to be able to just grab that information in just a couple of seconds. So you can kind of analyze it and see, and you can really emulate the success that the big names in your industry are having. Now, there's a couple things you want to look at. Is definitely the descriptions, listening to their tone. What's their message, what's their angle, as well as imagery. And seeing, kind of what they're doing for images, what you notice as far as which got the most engagement, what's kind of the common theme, through it as well. And one little thing you could do is here, you can click this and you can actually go to the page to see, what exactly where it leads to. So if this were an opt-in, this is obviously just a advertisement to get people to listen to the broadcast. But if there's an actual opt-in, like this one right here, the ultimate social media swipe file. If you click that, it's going to take me right to their the actual funnel, okay, that they're using here. So here's the landing page, and what you can see exactly what kind of verbiage they're using, how they set up their landing page. And what you can do is actually follow this through and just put your information in, download whatever it is, and you'll be able to kind of just reverse engineer, their sales funnel, because basically what this is going to do is put you into an autoresponder series that's going to most likely email you more information, in relation to, social media swipes. So you can almost, and watch those emails come in, and you can almost kind of watch what they're doing and emulate that, because, getting the opt-in and getting the sign up is just one step. The next step is really, getting the sale. If it's something that you're doing, where if you're just wanting to do, kind of a giveaway just for lead generation, it's an important thing to, kind of follow through and emulate what, what the big guys are doing in your industry. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop back here now. So now, as you can see, looking at their verbiage, so we have copy and paste these 272. Okay, so we have social media file. That one was pretty good. Now, you'll notice this little, this is a dark post hidden from the news feed. This kind of stems to what I was just saying, is that you can't access this. If you were to go to Digital Marketer and look down their, their news feed, you would not find this ad. They like I said, they just don't show them, so there's no way for you to know, to do this type of research. So let's just see what they kind of have in common, keeping an eye on description and, the imagery as well. So we have copy paste, right here, copy paste, and this is a Facebook ad template library. So copy paste, this one's kind of cartoonish. This one is more, it's just a placed image. Here's another one. This is a new Facebook advertising pixel. Okay, so again, kind of more cartoony like this, that kind of style. Here it is, Ultimate Media Swipe. Okay, so it looks like they were testing copy and paste these 72. Let's see, copy and paste these 72. Let's see what's different about it. Possibly no, that looks the same. Let's see why they decided to run two different ads. Copy and paste the 72. These look very similar, but they did run them at two different times. All right, well, let's keep going and taking a look. Okay, here we go. All right, the exact same ad again. Here, okay, so they were definitely testing the colors out here. So you can kind of see which one worked for them. They went with a colorized, or they went with this black and white. And obviously this one did a little bit better, than the black and white version of it. So let's see. Again, kind of cartoony, images there. Let's see what else they have up here. Exact ad generation. Okay. All right. Facebook Live. Short headline there. Here's another one. Steal the headline swipe file. Okay. So they actually tested out something more of a of this type of an image with a real, kind of a real person on there, and then superimposing this on the headline. That one obviously did not do as well as these up here. So, that's how it just goes to say another how important it is to test different ad copy, different ad imagery to make sure that you're getting it right. And that's where this information comes in. It is so valuable. Not only just getting this, and don't copy and paste these things literally. You're just looking for basically their mess, or what's their angle, how are they writing the copy? Is it short? Is it long? What kind of imagery is working? And then you can at least, put your message to something similar, similar to the style that they're doing. It's working for them. It would certainly work for you if this is, if this is what's performing best. So taking a look again, it's that common theme of, of the cartoon kind of look. So here again, there's another one of these Facebook ad template library ads. Here's a Facebook. Okay, so right here is two different ones: 314, 363, and this one had 703. Okay, so for whatever reason, whatever they've done differently here, which could have been their audience, quite honestly, it could be just a different audience that performed better. So again, high converting ads there. Here's two the same again. Let's see, I had three actually. And let's see, 4, 5. So these must have all been different tests that they were running at some specific time. Save template ads. Okay. Copy and paste 72. Again, it's the same. And now this one was run at different times, different imagery. Again, copy and paste using that verbiage. So maybe that's kind of what this market is looking for, is that kind of done for you type. Maybe that's what they kind of click on is the done for you type stuff. So as you see, you can flip through here. You get a ton of fantastic information. We can go to the next page there, and check that out as well. So again, this type of information. It's just not available out there. So this is priceless. So what you could also do is, you're going to probably gather as you're doing your audience research. Digital marketer is not the only big name in this space. Go look at somebody else, in this space as well, or in your niche, and do a couple of different searches and kind of find what the commonality is there between these ads. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Top Post Engine. Now, when I first opened this software, and I really couldn't understand why they were both here. To me, the ad post, that's what I want. I want to see the information that I absolutely will not have access to ever again unless I happen to see it in a news feed, while it's running, and certainly not be able to see them, all in a row like this, where I can just do some really good comparisons. Now, so until I started to kind of play around with it, now Fred Lamb, one of the creators of Dark Post Engine, does a great job of explaining how he uses Top Post to help him with advertising, with Facebook advertising. He does that in the Dark Post training section. Probably much better than I could. So here's the use I found of it, which it really dawned on me as I just started playing around with it. So let me just go ahead and load it up. And again, you're going to have your choice of of country, and I'm just going to use digital marketer as the example again. And we're going to search for the last 15 days worth of posts. Actually, you know what? I'll bump it up here to the last 30, but you can go up to the last 180 days. And of course, there's always the bookmarking here if you want to, bookmark it to come back to later. Now, now Fred was talking about using this a lot with, just again, listening to their message, looking at their imagery, watching the angle, the theme, of what they're talking about, looking for some keywords that they're always, that they may always be using, like copy and paste. But what I really found value in this, I feel I can get that type of information from the ad post engine for sure, because to me an ad copy and ad imagery is it may be a little different than it is for a post, right? Like with posts, you can see even on a few of these, the descriptions are a bit longer. The imagery may be mixed up, maybe a little bit different. Now digital marketer has quite that brand with this cartoony look, as you can see. So they may share their assets there from ads to posts. I know they boost a lot of posts as well. But what I found really valuable about it is there are sites out there. Oh, let me think of the BuzzSumo, I think it's called, which is very expensive. A monthly charge that basically goes out. Now it does search multiple social media platforms, but it brings back all the hot content, right? And which ones are being engaged with the most, which ones are trending at that moment, which ones give the most engagement over a certain amount of time. Well, Facebook, obviously, one of probably the largest, social media outlet, for content, is good enough for me. So I use it really just to see, okay, what is the most engaging content that someone in my niche, the big players in my niche, are talking about. That way, it gives me some ideas of maybe how I can put it, if I have on my blog, I can throw blog posts on there about this certain topic. So that's where I really found a lot of good use out of the Top Post engine. Now again, of course, you can certainly use it as I was talking about before for descriptions, angles, imagery. Just kind of picking at those things and seeing what's working for them. But the other really nice piece of value I think out of this is definitely just getting the hot content. What are they talking about? So there's a birthday situation, perpetual traffic. Okay, so we've got again perpetual traffic for them. Facebook, they're doing a lot of Facebook stuff is what I notice. Management tips, compartmentalizing. So as you can see, you can type really anything in there. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and use another one in my industry here, and we're going to use Frank. Just curious to see what comes up here, Frank Kern. So let's go there, and I'm going to go ahead and take that and throw it in here. Okay, all right, so let's see what Frank has here. So he has, imagery, definitely real imagery. He's definitely not the cartoon type of guy. What I also notice is he has a lot of video. So he is obviously using, video, Facebook Live, all those types of tools, and those seems to be his most popular pieces of content. Work like hell. Yeah, lots of video about his own show. So this also gives great ideas, about really what's trending, what's the next best thing that's getting engagement. If you do happen to run a blog or anything like that. Now I did just see. Here's an interesting one. So, what do you think of Facebook's algorithm change that puts friends and family above publishers in the newsfeed? Now, this is just 17 hours ago, okay? So, this is very, very recent. I've seen a bit of the old pulling of the hair and gnashing of the teeth over it, mainly from those who are afraid free traffic source is going to dry up. Personally, I'm totally for it because 99% of my Facebook traffic comes from paid advertising, not from fee advertising from the newsstand. And the more consumers use that platform, the more reach advertisers you will have. So bring forth the changes. As I said over and over, if you're not using good old-fashioned paid advertising, it's only a matter of time before you're hosed. So that's an interesting that this actually was posted this soon. To this review where we're talking about Facebook ads. It is truly the one driving force in list building, and you want to make sure that you're getting your best bang for your buck. And that's really where I find a lot of value in this dark post engine, on two fronts. Number one, for my advertising using ad post engine, and then top post engine finding content. Exactly what's trending in some of the biggest people in our niches are talking about. Okay, so that's basically Dark Post Engine. Now, as one of the bonuses, I'm actually going to throw out there a training video I did not too long ago about 7 different ways to research your target audience for Facebook advertising. So it gives you a couple of different ways to narrow down, what that audience is before you would put, that data into, a machine like Dark Post Engine, to then start to research and find out what's working for other people. Because you have to find those, that target first before you can really move on and then so you know what to search and kind of who to emulate. Now in the Dark Post training, again they definitely talk about one of the really nice tool that's right in Facebook Insights, that actually can help you kind of define what that target audience as well. So like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you quickly about Social Studio FX, which is the first one-time offer. After you purchase Dark Post Engine, you'll be taken to this, which I have logged in, and I'll switch over to. So what this is, like I said, it's basically a graphics, an ad application. Okay, so an ad builder. Now it's got tons of different templates in it. As you can see, it has it really for every social media network, pretty much all the big ones anyways out there. Things like mobile, tablet, channel logos, your video thumbnails, and it gives you the exact size, the exact templates to use. So for this one, for Facebook, we can say, let's see here, we've got let's do app installs, clicks to websites. Okay, so this is going to be a Facebook ad. Okay, so what it's going to do is it's going to take you to a bunch of different categories that they have. Arts and entertainment, and these are all pre-made ads right here. Okay, right here for you that you can use. Betting systems, and so on. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to obviously stick with this theme here, and we'll just go into this one. Okay. So now when you first load this in here, the one thing I guess that I noticed is I had to zoom out, which I guess isn't the end of the world, but I had to go to about, I guess it just depends on the size of your, what you have, the size of your viewport. So this is the entire ad here. Okay, so what you're going to see is I have now different ways to edit this. Okay, I can select different images, different shapes, whatever it may be, and there's a ton of different actions that you can apply to these things. Okay, so right now I have this particular image and graphic selected. Because you can see there's a ton of different things I can adjust, apply presets to it, make it sunrise. Let's see what that does. Okay, so it's changing the color, cross process. So it's going to basically change up colors and it's just kind of a color filter on it. You can also use the colorizer. You can change positioning on anything, rotate it, flip it, do whatever it is that you want to do to it, scale it, arrange it. There's transparency that you can adjust, as well as shadows and reflections you can add. Now you can do that to just about every, each type, like a piece of text, which you'll see here. You can add your own text as well, of course. Has its own kind of set of tools that you can use. So basically, you don't need something as powerful as Photoshop just to create an ad, especially when the ad is really pretty much being created for you. It's the correct size that it needs to be, and giving you some really great templates to either use or at least to start with. And you can go in and change the text right in here. Whatever you want to do. If you want to leave the fonts the same, there's a ton of different options in this thing. It's just the video would be so long if I showed you every single one of them. But I just wanted to give you at least a quick look into this to show you how powerful it is. And it's really, I mean, it goes hand in hand with, you know, if you're creating ads for Facebook or really for any social media outlet, this is a pretty good tool to have. Now, like I said, you can add your own text. You can also add, what I really like about it is it has got a huge library of different things. So this is just clip art. I mean, you'll see all the different categories of clip art you can do. There's colored images and tons of different categories there as well. There's a bunch of different pre-made shapes for you that you can go ahead and use. What it also has is an image gallery. So you have your own images. You can obviously upload your own, or you can use the system images. Again, all categorized for you to use, that you can use at will. Whatever you'd like to do. There's tons of different things, tons of different categories, and there must be, I don't even know, 5,000 different images and graphics in here. Here's the system stock images for backgrounds if you wanted to use. There are, let's see, what else do we have here? Oop, wrong one. We have, go back into here. You've got system. Okay, so air travel. Let's see, airline. Okay, so as you see, you get the point. I mean, there's a tons of image libraries in here. Now you can also use stock accounts as well. They have integrated with these four, so you can certainly search like Pixabay, and you can do a search on, you know, fun. And go ahead and search that, and there you go. There's some images that you can use, free images that you can use there. You'll notice that. Also, they have, as I said here, their system backgrounds. Okay, so there's, again, tons of categories, tons of different backgrounds that you can use. Solid color backgrounds you can go ahead and apply to it as well. And that's basically what what Social Studio Effects is. Extremely powerful, big time saver, especially if you're not a big graphics person and you just really want to get it done quickly. It's a fantastic little piece of software. Okay, if you are viewing this before July 5th, 2016, that is when Dark Post Engine launches, and you want to be notified when it comes available, you can go ahead and head over to my site. I'll try to put a little annotation up here on the video as well that you can just click on, but it's just ampedpublishing.com. And you can go ahead right here and sign up, and I will keep you informed of anything, the latest software, any of the reviews I'm doing, any kind of training that I've found, and have done reviews, and any articles about just about internet marketing in general. Just go ahead on over here, sign up, and I'll make sure that you're notified the second that this thing is launches and ready, so you can go ahead and grab your copy. So thanks so much for joining me, and we'll see you soon.